It's Val back with you, and we're starting the second video for Egypt. Literally on, which all I did, if you've watched the first video, I just hit intern. It cycled to everybody, and so now we've got 6 more orders to spend on year 2. Uh, our workers are busy. City's still building a settler. We kind of know where we want to put it. So the question becomes, where do we go from here? Well, with the settler coming out in 3 years, we absolutely want to get up here and explore what this is. The, the unit best suited to do that would be our scout. We could take to this high ground in just 2 years, two orders, and that would solve the problem of busting the fog loose and clearing a path, although it wouldn't really reveal much. So let's start with that. Uh, when I don't, well, two things. One, if you watch the other video, we already know there's a barbarian camp over here, and I can't help but factor that into my thinking. But even if we didn't know that, I don't want to spend too much time pushing further north, and I don't want to do that because we don't know how far this goes, right? I mean, this could stop basically like right here. It could go on for God knows how long. We don't know. But we do know that, well, probably I'm going to found my second city as the riders. So I'll just put it right here and we'll get another scout. So then this city and the free scout can push further north if there is a further north to explore. So I don't want to send this scout way up in the far north. So I think this is as far as I want to go. And since I'm here, I'm going to take the opportunity to harvest, and then I'll come back south and harvest. And then my next objective is to get over here. And again, I think I'm going to lean on the scout to do that. So this turn, this year really was all about just clearing the way north and taking advantage of some harvesting. It gave us a little bit of money, a little bit of culture for Wasset, but that's really all I can do this year. And then next year, we're going to come over and see what this is. And I suspect, I think I said this in a previous video, that I suspect this doesn't go very far because this is narrowing. So I think it probably just ends over here somewhere. Maybe there's a camp over here, maybe there's not. But I don't think there's going to be a whole lot to explore over here. So we should be able to do that, most of that next year. And then we can turn our attention to this. And then I would send the scout here. And we'll rely on the free scout we get to go further north. So that's kind of the shape and direction of how I would scout this map. That's all we can do. So we're going to hit end year. And let's see what the new year brings. Okay, well, we get the growth is tempting here, but we're probably going to have our current leader for a long while, and I want to have as much time as possible to build up our heirs' stats and especially wisdom. So let's do that. That also that'll help us. Yeah, that'll help us long term for sure. So yeah, absolutely, we're going to do that. So the scout I can get here in one order, and I totally think we should do that. Okay, now of these two tiles, high ground is going to reveal more. So I'm going to go here and it does stop. It stops right here. Okay, so this, and then I don't necessarily need to clear all this off. So I'm going to come back here and take the ruin while we're here. Okay, so we still don't have 230 food, but we have we have enough resources at this point that we could probably get that. So let's, maybe not. Okay, so what would it take? 230? Ooh, that's a big ask. Okay, maybe not. Yeah, that's more than I would want to spend anyway. Okay. So we're not doing that. Uh, we'll just take the wisdom. We still can't really afford to do that. And over here, well, we know there's nothing over here. So I would probably move my warrior to the border and then assign a general. Even though we don't know that there's anything we can fight, we know sooner or later we're going to have a fight. So we got the spare order. Let's assign the general. And also, let's talk about, for a minute, let's talk about training and civics. So where's that coming from? Well, it says we're getting 8 civics from Wasset and 8 training from Wasset, and we're getting 1.5 civics from our princess because she has a point of charisma. And if we look in Wasset, we have 8 training and 8 civics. So since we're not building troops, we get all 8 of these to the top line. Since we're not building anything requiring civics, we get all 8 of those to the front to the top line. So if we were to change that, let's say we change that and we interrupt the settler build for whatever reason, and we decide we want a festival, we notice that drops to 1 because now the civics that this city is producing is going toward this. Well, we're not going to do that for real, but I mean, so that's where these numbers come from. So bearing in mind that what you choose to build impacts your top line. So if you want more civics, then don't build stuff in your cities that require civics, and you'll bulk up this number. If you want more training, don't build troops, and this number goes up. Or build like barracks. If you build barracks at a place where you're not building troops, then that'll add to this number. So just a quick note, keep that in mind. But that's all we can do on year 3. We've actually kind of accomplished quite a lot in 3 years. We have a clear path to the city site. We've explored this. We now know some stuff we can do. Probably next year we'll harvest culture here to continue to boost Waset's culture, and then we'll head over and see what this has to offer. But that'll take most of our orders because we're kind of by making the choice to harvest these resources, it's slowing down our research. So it's kind of blinding us in a way. Okay, we didn't put a marriage offer in the table, so we got one provided to us. The plus is we didn't have to spend any civics for that. Shaggy, he kind of looks like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo to me, is not a really great choice. This guy is not a great choice, but he at least does bring some wisdom to the table, which will boost this number. I'm going to take that, and it will improve our relations with the landowners as a happy bonus. Now, he's only cautious, so if we can boost this number later, well, we can actually start getting some additional benefit. But for now, that's not bad. So 6 orders on the books. Let's harvest, harvest, and we can still, yeah. So we move to here, and the scout is hidden in case there's something evil and nasty lurking down here, and there's not. Okay. Well, that's all we can do. But we'll have our settler next turn. So next year's priority is going to be running the settler as far up here as we can. And we don't really, I didn't scout thoroughly, so we don't really know what this is going to offer us. But we'll settle somewhere and we'll work it out. So let's hit end turn. Probably, well, we're not going to get the settler up there in one turn anyway. So we'll move as far as we can move, and then take the rest of our orders moving the scout. Now the way bonuses work, you're better off taking uh, a plus in something you've already got. So we're going to do another point of wisdom. So you got a point of wisdom, and that's going to give us a little nominal increase in uh, our research capabilities. I'm going to move here. Doing that, uncovered a fish. Good. So we know next year we can get fish, food, and we'll figure the rest out next year. Now, since we don't yet know that these barbarians exist, although we really kind of do know, I would not necessarily start on another settler right away because I don't know that we need one. But I think what I would do, because Egypt gets cheap workers, we can crank this worker out in just 2 years. I want one because that way I can set one guy to come maybe down here and chop, and this guy can actually build more improvements. So let's for sure do that. That's only going to tie up the queue for 2 years. With this guy, we need, well, we have some wood, so we could actually go mine something else, or, and this is interesting to me. We've already harvested these guys, right? So I could come out here and buy this tile because we're landowners. I mean, we got the money. I could buy this tile, which would give me this camp, and that would give me the beginnings of a triangle here of mines. I'd buy either one of them, really. Yeah, I think I'll buy this one, right? So we'll come out here, we'll buy. Oh, and this just right because it was adjacent to these others. So actually buying this one tile gave me a whole crap ton of stuff. That was huge. That dramatically increased uh, our holdings, and now we can make a triad of mines here starting next turn, and that's pretty huge. We still have an order left, so I'm just going to use it to move the scout again. We'll keep him in the forest, keep him invisible, so we're not running a risk of getting ambushed by anything. Didn't really reveal much, but it's okay. So we're getting there. We're getting there. So our next turn, we're going to put the mine in operation or start it. I'm going to move my intrepid scout. Yeah, we don't want to pick a fight, especially since we can't even get to them. Although, let's back that up. Now, they are way the hell over here, and that would actually, picking a fight with them, would actually give me 6 legitimacy for no immediate cost, right? We don't know whether there's Numidians on our island or not, but these guys aren't going to come rushing over to get to us anyway. So we can actually let's do that. Yeah, let's tell them to prepare for war. Screw you guys, and we're going to. Uh, oh, you know what? Actually, no. Let's back all that up. Yeah, we don't want to do any of that yet because settler and putting the settler down is our priority. So, because I didn't scout thoroughly, I'm going to set this where it recommends, like on the city center, and we're going to found it as the riders for sure. That helps us scout a little more. We get a little bit of legitimacy for discovering the Mediterranean. Now, now let's do the rest of this. So we come here, we come here. Yes, tell your people to prepare for war. Okay, so that's what we, yeah. Um, Pretty good stuff. we got a lot of land. We could buy more tiles and come out here. And so we'll eventually have horses at the capital, which is cool. I think next turn I will probably come back here and harvest. So like we'll go up here, bust this little bit of fog, back here, harvest the horses, and then on up here to get this ruin. Yeah, okay. We don't have enough orders left to actually start the mine, but I can go ahead and clear cut the land this turn. And next year we'll make starting the mine a priority. Up here, start by training a worker. So before very much longer, we will have 3 workers and be on our way. Okay, that's a good start. That puts us on the map, really. Oh yeah, humble would work for her. Absolutely. Let's do that. Control 6 mines. We're already on the way to doing that. Yeah, yeah. So let's do that. Okay. Uh, Definitely start the mine here. Definitely explore to here. Oh, okay. Well, we don't really need the money, so I'm not going to backtrack that far. I am going to come up here. We don't have the training to do the other, but I'm going to do this. Okay. In Wasset, I am going to come out here and chop these trees and then move here so that next year I can start chopping this stuff out with any extra orders that we might have. Do I want to do that or do I want to move? I think I want to move him here though. And he'll be in position to push farther north because we've got some resource. We've got 55 lumber, so we've got enough resources at present that we could actually bringing this online next turn will be a pretty good play since we've got the resources to do it. So yeah, next turn he'll come down here. This will add to our culture. Now we still don't know that we need another settler. So I'm going to put a militia in play. Again, I don't want to do a warrior because that would take 50 iron and we don't have it. So I'm going to do the militia because he costs us nothing. So let's do that. And we'll hit end turn. And I'm trying not to take advantage of the fact that I know this camp's here. So we're sort of pretending that we don't. Otherwise I would have, started the settler because I know we're doing this. So our heir has the opportunity to be a hero, and we're absolutely taking that. Priorities, I want to keep my workers busy, so let's do the mine. That's going to give us a culture boost in Wasset. Now, of the 2 exploration priorities, this is my more important because this is closer to the capital. We can get to this, but I've got eyes up here to give us at least a little bit of advanced warning. So this would legit be my next move. And now we see we got a thing, and I can't get too far, but I would bring the warrior up next. And now we've only got 1 order left, so I don't want to get too close. I'm going to go here. Now, maybe what'll happen is, because this guy's already spawned, so we know there's another unit back here somewhere. My hope is we can bait him out. We can draw him out. He'll come up and attack this guy, and then my warrior can jump him. So we're not fighting him. We're not we outnumber him. He doesn't outnumber us. And that to me is the better approach. Okay. So now we have a fight on our hands, I'm sure. So we will Uh, this will take the priority if we get jumped. This will be where we spend our orders first. We did not get jumped. We need food, so this guy's going to come totally do this first. Okay, my warrior can get here. I don't want to send him in blind, so I'm going to send my scout forward. Now we're going to attack, and I have one order left, so I'm going to move my scout here. Now they're both on fairly good defensive tiles. Hopefully the presence of the scout will draw fire so that the warrior doesn't get hit twice. And we're going to work on this camp. Now I'm kind of tempted to, yeah, I think I'm just going to drop the settler in front. And that is more important to me than the militia, which we'll let finish, but I don't know. He's only 3 turns away. Yeah, okay. But we'll do the settler immediately thereafter. Because if you do that and you put him in the back him up in the queue, this starts to decay. We start to lose some of this, and I don't know that I want to. I don't know that I want to do that. We're close to finishing him anyway, so I think we'll just let him finish and then do the settler. But I've already paid for the settler at this point now, so he's in the queue, and I can just leave. I can just leave this militia parked on the tile if we want to guard it, and then the warrior and the scout can go off and do other stuff. So yeah, let's do that. The scout will stay right where he is, and our second city will begin building a militia because I don't have the resources yet to build a warrior, and that doesn't cost me much of anything. So we'll do that. That'll keep him doing something productive in the short run. Okay, so the warrior's going to eat 2 hits anyway. Well, that didn't really work out. Neither of these guys are great, but it's politically expedient to uh, boost our relations. So I'm going to go ahead and take the least harmful of the two, which would be Akhenaten the Loyal. Give us some wood. We'll increase our relations with the landowner's family. Useful. We got to keep the pressure here. I'm going to give this guy the opportunity to hit me at range 1, see if he'll take it. We got 5 orders left and 2 idle workers. Let's get another mine. His mine is done. What can he do? Well, we would need, yeah, okay, so we could actually start the pyramids next turn. I think that's probably worthwhile to pursue for the extra order and the cheaper laws. So let's do that, and we'll see how this battle continues to unfold. I don't, yeah, we're not going to be able to kill him, so we're going to take 2 more, and he's taking shots still. Okay, that's helpful. We'll do this. We're still going to try to bait this guy. We will start the pyramids, burn most of our money up, but yeah, I don't care. Okay, so next turn we'll have a militia and we'll probably need him. So it's good that we let it continue because this guy got pretty banged up. So, okay. And he's going to stay put trying to keep this guy busy. Now, our princess is no longer as thrilled with us as she once was. So there is some value in influencing here, but this is concerning to me. This guy doesn't really like us because we bypassed his family for a wedding, marriage stuff. And we need to, if we can, we need to, I can get more wood. Okay, so let's influence this guy. That'll give me a plus 40 if it succeeds, and I'll just eat the last order. Okay. Now, I've got this guy. We'll move him north by 1 tile or 2 tiles. Okay. So that gets us a little more exploration in the north. We'll have a badly needed militia over here. And again, we're struggling because the units that Egypt is not really like a militant civ. They don't have the advantages that say Rome does with its big plus 25% versus barbarians, or the champions family, or Assyria's awesome focus pocus you're dead thing. Egypt doesn't have any of that. So, all right, well, let's give the queen a much needed point of wisdom. We don't have the money for this. Even if we sold everything, we can't do it. So, okay, we're gonna forget about that for the time being. We're gonna finally clear this camp, and that's good, but we're gonna need help with this second unit. I'm gonna move him into the scrub, and I've got 2 orders left. We have a free worker. Let's move here and chop. And then next turn, we can get a camp going. Okay, so that's the way we're arrayed. This guy, man, come on. What are you running around for? Okay, let's get this camp going for sure. Let's get this food going for sure. And that'll actually finally bring us to a net positive in food. We can just barely get there, but then we don't have the orders to actually launch an attack. So I think we're just going to run home and heal. Honestly, I don't want to be chasing him all over hell and back. And we'll have a militia here in 2 turns. So if this guy keeps coming this way, we'll have something we'll be able to greet him at the door. Okay, yeah. So let's move you back home. Let's put you back on the site. Heal you. I don't want to wait the 5 years till the settler finishes. I want this guy back in the fight. So to do that, we're gonna move him over here, even though it's gonna take some. It's gonna be orders intensive to shuffle that around, but it's worth it to me because we need this is our only serious combat unit, and we need to get him in the fight. So yeah, okay. Well, I don't care about that. He can plink at us. Whew, this is a tough call. We need navigation to get off the island, but we need husbandry to use those 2 pastures. I'm going to say of the 2, navigation is the long term more important, but not by much. I'm going to back up to here and heal. And this guy, I don't think we're going to do anything with. And this guy, okay, we're actually going to build a slinger here. I already got a warrior, so we'll build a slinger to add to the defense, to add to the, it'll make our military more responsive, I guess you could say. And we will come here to do some chopping, and then we'll get another camp cooking next year. Okay. So we're having to kind of play some cat and mouse with these barbarians because we're not a militaristic civ. We don't have any special military advantages that are making attacking barbarian camps easy. So we're kind of having to cat and mouse it until we can get the forces together to really go after them. Okay, so that helps. And then we've only got 10 trees. So let's come up here and chop this. And then next turn we'll have enough to put the mine into play. Okay, so we're getting there. We finally solved the food problem. We've got decent iron production, so we can start cranking out warriors. And we've got enough stone from the stone boost card that we can actually selectively put a slinger or two into play because we're already building the free wonder that we wanted. Now we could pick up a Numidian trader. She's not bad. We could get a caravan, or we could do both. Even though we haven't met anyone, I can't build caravans, so I'm going to do both. We'll have a new person to play with. Gave us a little bit more money, a little bit more research, a little bit more training. That's always helpful. And we got a caravan that we can sit on until we uh, have somewhere to send it, which will help with international relations later on. So that's pretty handy. Um, we have some training points, so we could give this guy a promotion next year. We'll probably do that. We'll take a closer look at the promotions available. But right now, since we have these extra orders, oh, this guy, okay. Well, I'm glad we didn't scout that because that goes far, and I would not have wanted to tie up our only scout way the hell up here, and there's nothing up here. So that's okay. Well, we'll continue scouting here to see what we see, and looks like next year we'll be ready to start re-engaging that last barbarian unit, and our settler is almost ready. So we're slow progress, but we're getting there. So let's head in turn. This next city will be for the sages. I don't have any marble tiles over here, which are useful for the extra civics, but I do have some good places where we could build quarries, and we could just turn those at specialists, and that would work. Um, this is the queen. Frugal, 50% improvement cost. That would be nice. Courage wouldn't really help us a lot. I'm going to go for strict, and we can start building some troops with free levels. All right, so let's get the warrior back out. And there he is. Okay, so let's give him something to shoot at other than our warrior. We'll circle around and see if we can kick his ass. And then we got our settler can move over here. And yeah, yeah, things are coming together. Okay, good. We're about to have our third family seat. And now you could make an argument since the sages give you a free tech, we could have maybe hoped that the free tech would have been navigation and would not have been fun. But I yeah, I don't know. We wasted last turn basically, but okay. Okay. We need navigation strategically. It's a very important tech for us. So I don't think we would have gained anything by I mean, we would have only gotten a chance that the sages would give us navigation. It's not a guarantee, and I don't like taking chances. So when we had the opportunity, let's just take the opportunity. And since we're going to get 100 XP, yeah, let's get a second warrior. Shit, let's put that in play. Start making good use of that. And this may be all we have. I don't know, but we'll If all we have is 3 cities, then we'll make the most of that. And we're about to have a wonder, cheaper laws, extra order, good stuff. Yeah, so we're good. He got, well, okay, you dick. Pyramids are done. First thing let's do. I want a city founded this turn. Yeah, let's just put it right there. That works. Sages. What tech do we get? Okay, we got drama. That's, another barbarian camp. That's going to be interesting. Okay. We've only got 4 orders left, and we really need to get rid of this guy. So, yeah, let's really do that. There's nothing I can do there. And we're out of orders altogether anyway. So, Nubbed is going to make a worker. And that's all we can do. How long until our... Okay, our slinger's out next year, so we definitely going to kill this guy. Probably kill him just with the slinger if he stays where he is. He has to stay where he is. He's flanked. Okay, so let's let him get his last shot in. This will be a pretty solid turn, and then we have more resources to send to this other camp. So this other camp will be, uh-oh, severely ill, not good. Excellent. I like righteous. Okay, first order of business. Let's kill this fool. We're just gonna come out and do it. And he's dead. This guy's gonna heal. He's gonna drop back and heal. And we're basically ready next turn to assault the camp. What kind of general territory or what kind of general staff do we have to put on this guy? That's not going to help us because we only have 1 slinger. Heal in neutral territory will help us, and that will also improve relations with the... I think he'll get a slight relationship boost when we give him a job. So that's good. Unless I want to do anything else. Trap. Well, we got a couple of luxuries. How much would it take 8 years though? That's a long time. But I tell you what, we need some tools to be able to improve this stuff. Yeah, let's get on that. Let's get on that. We're going to do another mine here. That'll actually be our 6th mine for this ambition. Now this was a forest tile. And I'm not interested in cutting it. Actually, you know what? Let me back this up. I want to see something. Because builders can make urban tiles, right? And she's a builder. Can I make an urban tile here? No, I cannot. That's a pity. Okay, but I could, because I think I can, right, I can come out here and where's my thing to make an urban tile? Isn't that like one of the builder deals? Huh. Now, what am I missing? Okay, so it has to be adjacent. All right, well then hang on. Let's try one more thing. So if I come here, now, so you can't turn a snow-covered tile. I was hoping, these are basically dead tiles, so I was hoping that, hey, if we have a builder, could we turn these into urban tiles for 10 stone? The answer is no. So, okay, but good to know. And in that case, I'm just going to come do the mine. And I've got two. I don't want to do this. I want to let this grow back. So I'm going to come here and cut the scrub. And we'll call that a day. And then next year, our intrepid scout will come to here. We'll find out what this is, and then we'll figure out the best way to approach it. And I'll stop the video after we've cleared this camp, because this will give us another good. All right, that's good. How's Waset's culture? Okay, well, it's gone up to developing. Adding 100 culture to it would actually put us a lot closer to strong. And I don't know that we necessarily need this. Well, adding 60 culture. Well, let's see. All right, what would that do? No, let's. So that cuts 3 years off. I don't know that 3 years is worth it. I think I would rather have the civics, especially if we're going to be spending civics to get this law, and we definitely want this law. Yeah, so spending that, taking the civics option there gives us some civics back to play with. I think I like that better. So we're going to move all the way up to here. Okay, so we're outnumbered. Well, we can kind of remedy that. So let's bring this guy up. We'll take our heel in neutral territory princess, who's soon to be the queen. We'll put her in charge here. We'll bring the warrior up, and we'll bring this militia up to join us. So when we start attacking this camp, we'll actually have 3 attackers and a scout. And we got, he's only got 1 ranged attacker. So these trees aren't going to help us as much as they could, although they will blunt the effectiveness of this guy. So it's going to be ground pounders versus ground pounders for the most part. And we'll focus fire. We'll put all of our attacks on one guy and try to kill him quickly, so we can turn the odds in our favor. So let's see. Next turn, we'll maneuver. We'll get into position. Probably we'll see if we can draw this guy out. Like I'll put my militia on this hill, maybe. No, I'll put him right here in the snow and see if we can draw him out. And then these guys can pound on him. Okay, so we got that ambition before she died. Princess takes over. I don't know that let's just keep the war going. Okay, we'll worry about the governorship later. We'll take the 5 military units. There's 3 of them right over there. So, I mean, that's a pretty good. Okay, so we don't want to put the slinger there. We want to put him there. And we want to put the warrior here. And we want to put the militia here. And now the militia's in range. Juicy, tempting target. Come and get me. Okay, I'm glad I scouted. We now know there's more than we thought, so they really do outnumber us. So this would be a very big deal. If we can pull him away, and then 2 of them might come up, and that would hurt. But, I mean, we can take them. Yeah, it's more important to me to keep the workers busy. We got rather enough on our plate anyway. I don't want to stumble into more trouble up here and then have too much to juggle. So keep the workers busy with any leftover orders until we resolve this. And this should be on its way to being resolved this turn. Now, I don't know if 3 attacks on one guy is going to be enough to kill him. Actually, we're only going to have 2 attacks. Okay. Yeah, we're not doing that. Okay. So let's pull, because he can't survive another 2 rounds like that. So let's pull him back. All right. Well, that solves the problem. Let's kill one. Okay. That's actually not bad. I'm going to bring the scout up here so I can just get eyes on. He's not, well, what is that, 5? He's probably going to spawn again before we can bring this fight to a close. But let's see. So we're going to do another mine here. And yeah, I kind of think I want to do just, I mean, I know it's saying do a quarry here, but we get adjacency bonuses for mining this, and then we might as well mine that too. So I think I'm just going to mine like all of this, honestly. And then this guy, I think here we can start to put some quarries on the ground. Yeah, because we need to boost our stone count for sure. But I think we got this fight pretty well in hand, even if this guy spawns again. They can no longer kill. I mean, they can mess the militia up, but they can no longer kill this guy. So we'll have him back in the fight in a couple of rounds. And in fact, we may. Let's see. Can we get the kill? Okay, we can get the kill without him. I was gonna say if we had left this guy with like 1 hit point, then we would just use the militia to attack and kill him. But turned out we didn't need to. So we'll get the militia ready to fight again. And then I think we just go for the camp. We put the warrior here, the militia here, and the slinger here. And that way the warrior kind of, well, I don't know. Our slinger can actually heal in neutral territory. So let's put the slinger here where she's vulnerable to um, multiple shots. And you know what else? Hang on. When we get everybody into position, we can actually use a launch offensive and take this camp out. Everybody will get 2 attacks, but that would require putting the slinger here so that it. Okay, let's do that. So we'll get to do a launch offensive demonstration to close out this video. That's pretty fun. You can just stay where you are. And now that we have some extra orders, now let's move. Okay. I don't recommend taking your last step into the fog into unknown territory. I'm just actually going to back up one, and then next turn we can keep going. I have gotten myself into trouble so many times, blindly stumbling into the unknown on my last order, and then there's like a crap ton of barbarians waiting for me or something. And since this goes, there could be a camp over here. We've got signs that there could be a camp, and I don't want to find out the hard way. So yeah, that's far enough for me. This guy, can we do any harvesting? We actually could. So let's come up here and harvest some wheat. And then we'll just end our turn back here. And then we've got a little bit of leftover time, a little bit leftover orders. So let's do an influence on the guy that kind of doesn't like us much. Look like Shaggy's younger brother, maybe. So yeah, we're in pretty good shape here, I think. Okay, so we'll call that done. And having the extra wheat, we're still not generating a ton of extra food, so that's actually a pretty good harvest there, although most of our food problem goes away here soonish. I think next turn though, we're pretty well ready to, oh shit. Yeah, it's turn 25, here they come. Barbarians over here. Okay, well, Peppy is not really a good governor. Um, she would make a much better. Yeah, the prince would make a much better. Right. Yeah, that's actually really good. But see, the problem is this guy doesn't like us like at all, and he's the head of a family. And this is where the political calculus comes into play. If we give him this job, he won't be as upset with us. So even though it kind of dings our research a little bit, oh, actually, it didn't improve. Okay, well, that sucks. Then never mind. Let's don't do that. Why it did that? No, no. Okay, so if we say Peppy, let's see if this number goes up. It does. So that's the politically expedient move, I think. We've got plenty of money, so let's get another court soldier. He's a hero. That's useful. Heals in neutral territory. Uh, that would we don't want freedom because we don't want the minus 40. Uh, I'm gonna say let's take the legitimacy hit of the three. That is the least hurtful of the bunch. And I think we're going to have to delay our attack because we got incoming. So let's prepare to receive them. He's not moving. And we'll pull him back and let's see how this unfolds. So this is one of those that, I mean, we had a plan and we were going to do the plan and then shit happened and the plan went out the window. So, and that happens like a lot. So you got to be ready for that. Okay, we're definitely taking the wisdom. Uh, yeah, let's just dogpile this guy and see if we can kill him outright. Ideally, we leave. No, we're not going to kill him in one. So I'm just going to stay where I am. Okay. Over here, it is way past time to start building some rural specialists, and these guys can build rural specialists quickly. So let's do that and get some luxuries on the book so we can start fixing this. We have another warrior. We can rush into the fight, and we will put our new general on the warrior. So now we're cooking. Now we got it. And we're going to have uh, two luxuries over the next 4 turns. And now we've got enough to push these guys back into the ocean and then get this done. So yeah, let's do that. We're gonna. Okay, so let's come out here. We'll build a garrison here, and then we can go barracks, stronghold, something like that. And then we'll mine this. And he's going to stay put. And he's going to run back home, and we'll get him patched up. A little early warning system, if nothing else. Okay, so we kill this next turn. We kill this probably next turn. Then we assault the camp, and then we're good. And that's where we stop. So this turned into an exciting little thing. Although, tell you what, after this trapper finishes, we're going to slow cook a settler up here because we got to get ready to put something here. And these guys are just kind of nickeling and diming me. I'm not too worried about that. Yeah, we want the wisdom. Okay, so can the slinger get the kill shot? Or the militia? He cannot. So let's, and I don't need to move to kill him from there, so let's do that. So the militia takes the opening shot here. Not really going to be helpful. And we get the kill shot there. So 2 units dead, and now we can start the. There's actually no gain to building a militia because warrior will finish just as fast. So we'll do a warrior, and then next turn we're going to promote, heal, and go kill these guys. Worker is going to come out and do some long overdue quarries. This guy, we're just going to heal him up. We could influence someone, so let's do that. And then we've got 3 orders that we just couldn't spend, and that's fine. All right, so we'll look at promotions for all of our troops. We've got plenty of training. We're generating a lot of training right now. So let's, even if these guys aren't especially close, no. Okay, and I did see tribal outpost near Nupt. So these guys are going to be attacked again. Crap. Okay. Well, we're definitely going to take the Eagle Eye promotion. We're definitely going to take Guard. And we're definitely going to take Guard. We'll heal this guy. These two can heal. No, this guy can heal in neutral territory, so I'm not as worried about him. We'll do a quarry over here. Yeah, let's go ahead and take Besieger while because the reason we could do that is there's a recent change that said if you have a guy that can promote that doesn't take training, it doesn't put him on cooldown. So we did that, and then we promoted him again, and so now he's essentially got 2 promotions for 1 turn. This guy, same thing. We could, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna heal him. So yeah, next turn we're literally ready to rock and roll. Over here, we're going to build another warrior because we know that there are barbarians waiting in the wings, and we're not going to do anything with him, so we're just going to eat the 6 orders. If we don't see any barbarians appear immediately, I'm going to go ahead and attack the camp. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to use launch offensive, we're going to go in there, we're going to mess stuff up, and then we're going to do it again with the launch offensive. So we should be able to pretty seriously, they're coming from a different direction. Okay. We have 15 orders. Okay, I know what we're gonna do. Okay, watch this. This is this is gonna end the fight pretty quickly, I think. So let's put this guy here. We'll put this guy here. We'll put Slinger here. Let's attack, attack, attack. No. Attack. We've killed the military units. No, we're not doing any of that. We're going to launch offensive. Now we're going to get to do that again. Oh, no, we won't. Okay, well, that's fine. And then we'll move him up. Okay, that didn't work out as well as I thought because we didn't recycle the fatigue points, but that's okay. We still killed this guy and we still started in on the camp. So yeah, that wasn't flawlessly executed, but it still worked out uh, pretty well. Oh, we got Shaggy. Okay, good. Well, the more the merrier. Choose a new general. Severely ill. We won't do that. Okay, and we can. Did that? Yeah, he's already been influenced by us. Okay, well, let's spend our last two orders on an influence there. And now we burned through our training points, but that was a pretty good launch offensive. We got. I'm gonna actually next turn let the militia kill this guy. That's not from an XP perspective. That's not quite as good. It would be better to let one of my warriors do it. But he's only got like one hit point left, and the more important thing is to take the camp. So yeah, we're gonna. Okay, and he's gonna get in the way. So that might not even be possible anymore. Okay. Well, ooh, and he got banged up bad. All right, we need to get him out of there then. We need to he can get out of there. Okay, so let's can we swap these guys? Yes. Okay, so militia. The militia can't get the kill shot. Yeah, he can. Okay, so militia kills him. That's one down. Can I? Yeah. Okay. I think we can. We can probably. Oh yeah. Okay. So let's kill this guy. Now he's safe because even if this dude comes over here by himself, he can't kill him. And yeah, yeah, right. So he's still going to have like half a hit point left, even if they were to both attack him, which they won't. I don't think. Uh, Numidians. No, we're not doing that. No, no, no. Well, yeah, we could probably get colonies. I think we've got the research juice to do that now. Okay, so we're gonna come over here and do a quarry. We're gonna. Can we don't even have the tech to build barracks yet, do we? No. So you're gonna just clear cut some land for us. And that'll be that. And then next turn we'll see if we can't make some more progress. This guy needs to die. So we'll see what we can do about that. I'm almost certain to have to pull this warrior back to heal him now. So we'll only be using one warrior and one slinger in the fight. I'll be darned, he did take a shot at him anyway. And that's going to hurt the poor little militia. All right, we absolutely need husbandry at this point. We've been delaying that. Okay, let's pull our wounded back. Let's just get up in his face. Yeah, see, I can't get to a good defensive tile. All right, how much damage would you... Okay, so that's the right answer. We do that and that. And maybe he draws a little bit of fire, maybe he doesn't, but... oh, well, there's, yeah, colonies, so that was easy. Sure. They were already happy. Actually, you know what? No. Wait a minute. These guys are already pretty happy. Yeah, forget that. You guys suck. Okay, this is something important. This this lover thing. Um, Sex is a perfectly viable political tool for the game. If you agree to make someone your lover, especially if they're one of these guys, which he's not, but I mean, if he were one of these guys, that would turn this little thing green, which means he's super happy with us, which means he can actually intercess, he can intercede on our behalf, which improves relations in other places. So, you know, uh, in general, the downside is not awful for taking lovers in the game. I'm going to go ahead and do that. We might be able to leverage that somehow uh, later on. So all these guys have done their thing. Colonies are serfdom. We're going to take colonies, and that's going to do it's going to complete an ambition, and we're going to do another quarry, and we're going to continue to clear cut trees, and we're good. So next turn, we will definitely kill this guy. We'll start beating on the camp. So in 2 turns, we should have this camp secure. And I need to queue up a settler, which I forgot to do last go. So we'll do that. And okay, good. So that's perfect. He drew both attacks. Uh, yeah, we'll just take the legitimacy. Stargate, Lighthouse. Nah, we're not doing any of that. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Uh, this guy can get the kill shot. This is a besieger with Eagle Eye, so we can do full damage from right there. And next turn, I technically actually I don't even need to do that, right? Because this guy's good. Somebody will kill this next turn, so he can just stay there and heal. And then we can cut some scrub. What happens if we... Okay, so buying that tile is actually pretty good. That would give us... It wouldn't take much to turn this all into waterway. So let's do that. That pushes the fog out a little bit. And then over here, let's come up to here and buy this tile. And now we buy like one more tile and we've got waterway connection. Very nice. He is going to go home and heal up starting next turn. So we will have this camp killed, captured before it can spawn again, and that's where we'll stop the video. But as you saw, I mean, this was actually taking this camp was actually a lot more challenging than it outwardly appeared because we got interrupted twice by barbarian raids, and that impacted our ability to actually do what we had set out to do. Okay, well, I like the 4 wisdom. So, absolutely. Uh, Cleopatra has, yeah, okay. Well, I think we do this. Yeah, I mean, we gain 20 XP for this. She becomes exiled. We gain 70 training, or well, okay, let's just take the XP. We'll just, yeah, whatever. She can go away. Uh, yeah, we're not doing that for sure. I don't want to do that. We don't even have 6 cities, so I don't even know how that would work. But we're going to do this. And then we'll park this guy on the site because he can heal up in neutral territory. And this guy can back up and heal. This guy can come here and heal. Scout can heal. They can, no, he already attacked. So, okay, but everybody's recovering. Everybody's recovering. We know we've got another camp up here. Um, we are building a waterway system so we can get our troops up here more quickly, which will be useful. Down here, I'm actually going to start buying tiles to get these horses, bring them into play. And then I think right here we'll just, yeah, take the recommended quarries here and here. But that was pretty good. I mean, we got some good tile purchases here, not to the equal of this, but strategically useful for us especially in terms of bringing this camp wherever it is to heal. We've got a scout up here that can lead the way. This scout will just retire to here for the moment, maybe even just park him on the tile so we can free up our military to move that direction. And I think we have influenced everyone in this row, have we not? We have. So let's start working on uh, these guys. We want to try and that'll bring him positive, and we can then get him to happy, which will give us a big. Actually, let's do that first. Let's start with him because he's already influenced by me. So yeah, we'll have to find some other way to do that. But we can do that. And I think I'm actually gonna buy an order and give these guys one of their luxuries now that we've got some extras to play with. So let's do that. And we have happy families across the board. Next turn, I'll see if I can spare some orders to let him start intercessing for us. We can put that into play. We've got a decent army. We've got 3 cities, a 4th one on the way, probably a 5th one on the way not long after that. But this is where we'll stop this video. I think we've done some good camp assaults. We've dealt with some of the waves of raiders, and we're uh, pretty close to being firmly established, I would say. So we'll stop here, and I'll pick up the video a bit later on.